methyl, if it was just methyl propanamide, then we don't know where to put the methyl group. Do we put it on the nitrogen? Do we put it on the carbon chain? It's not specific. So N-methyl makes it clear that it's attached to the nitrogen. So I'll now do an example of a tertiary amide. So this one here, we've got two ethyl groups, both attached to the nitrogen. So we've got two ethyl groups. We're used to seeing that's diethyl, but we need to specify where it is. And just like if they were both attached to carbon number 4 in a carbon chain, you'd write 4,4-diethyl. They're both attached to the nitrogen, so you have to write N, N diethyl. You can't just put N, you need to put N diethyl. So this is N diethyl. Then look at the carbon chain for the carbonyl group. So 1, 2, 3. So that's prop. So this is propanamide. So this would be N diethyl propanamide. And then we can really turn up the complexity where we've got different groups on here and then some sort of substitution on the carbon chain on the left-hand side. Right, so I've drawn this molecule here as one, a very difficult one that we can go and name. So if we identify the units we're dealing with, and then we'll start to construct the name. So we've got a 4-carbon chain. So the prefix butan, and it's part of an amide, so it's going to be a butanamide. So that's going to be the base name we're working with. We've got an N-methyl. We've got an N-ethyl. And we've got a hydroxy. So we don't call this an alcohol. It's a hydroxy group, as it's not the primary functional group. The primary functional group is the amide here. And that is on carbon number 2. So this is automatically carbon number 1 because of where the main functional group is. And it's on the end of the chain. So this is carbon number 2. So we've got a 2-hydroxy. So to fully name this, we need to put all these units together in the correct order. So this is going to go at the end. These are prefixes, they go at the front. And we have to put these in alphabetical order. So we've got, we don't consider the ends, we only consider the start of the word, the isle. So E, M, and H. So we're going to start with the E, first in the alphabet. So N-ethyl, 2-hydroxy. I'll run out of space here. Then we've got our N-methyl. And then this would be continuing, preferably as one line, but I'm going to have to write it underneath. So then followed by butanamide. So this is N-ethyl, 2-hydroxy, N-methyl butanamide. Okay, so that's all of the nomenclature for carbonyl compounds that we need to run over. I'm going to set you some questions on the Bose-based platform, and I'll upload some answers later on for you to go and check your answers.